In the formative years, the CVIS was primarily a much simpler data set. It was based around the ACC and the STS national registries. Along the way, the market matured, the solution matured in such a way that other important pieces of information that were being collected within the cardiovascular service line were added into and were included in a CVIS. So importantly, the hemodynamic system in the cardiac cath lab, the ECG management system, the echo management system, and the PACS, the imaging that goes along with that, were all incorporated into and now today are an important part of what we consider to be a cardiovascular information system. But a cardiovascular information system isn't just those clinical elements. It's also, in the more modern sense, it's also a system that has to support the business operations of a cardiovascular service line. So the clinical data is very important, but that data plus operational and financial information really form the more modern CVIS as we know it today. So it's not both, but inclusive of clinical, operational, and financial functionality. The value proposition of a CVIS is that it has the opportunity to bring together information that is disparately spread, managed, and reported across a very complex environment. So the way to extract value from a CVIS really lies in one's ability to consolidate the information, integrate it, and then use it. And to have it all in one place, you can use it much more efficiently and much more effectively to, number one, improve clinical outcomes, but also, as we mentioned, what we find and what we see is that the best customers, the most aggressive users of cardiovascular information systems, also use it to run their business, their operations, and their financial performance. I think the CVIS of the future really leverages the functionality that we have and we see today. But the functionality today is largely focused on how to create effective collection mechanisms. How do we make it easy to get data into this important data repository? And the future will be focused much more on how do we get information out, and how do we use that data, the analytics that come from the data, in a much more proactive way. Today, a cardiovascular information system will have several reports, key reports that you can run, lists of patients who have this, that, and the other. But the cardiovascular information system of the future will really go well beyond simply reporting on data after the fact. Analytics will be driven into the workflow in real time so that feedback is given immediately to those who are giving care and documenting and reporting and using all the tools that are available in a cardiovascular information system. So we are seeing the trend moving towards a much more predictive analytics rather than retrospective analytics.